really a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
4-yard line.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. Hey! Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
50. Show that bench release and go. Check. Watch 54. I'm coming.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 31-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith able to get him for a loss of about 3. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front, they got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 31, Garoppolo. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
Complete.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton, and he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On first down, it's Samuels. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Check 59, Mike. No spacing. 59, Mike to 59. Drop deep, drop deep. Mike's 59.
Throwing on second down, Roethlisberger. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
28-yard line.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. 7 yards the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
3 at the Niners' 16-yard line.
59, Mark, 59, Mark. No, man. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Get that quarterback. No spacing. Mike's 59. Double bump. 59. Let's go, D. Mike, check. 59.
Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
1st and 10 at the 12.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Don't be alone. Me too. Stop being alone, D. Mike 59. 44. Check 59. Mike.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald there to make the grab. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Sean Davis with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Eric Ebron.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
You got. Quarter. 59.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short. And it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Check 59, Mike is 50. 59. Defense wins championships, baby. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. No chance. Mike, check. 59.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he finds the tight end, Reed. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Roethlisberger gonna throw it. Ebron with it over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Roethlisberger. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And his throw here's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
Here we go. It's 21. Here we go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And a 49er.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16.
Makes the score Steelers 26. 49ers
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick.
For San Francisco.
And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Richard Sherman.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
Today's final score, Steelers 26.
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field. NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking a field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Now, there's two sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick. Unsuccessfully.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Henry. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
On the carry.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Draw play. This is Henry. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 26. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 28 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry of the game for Jaylen Samuels. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Pittsburgh.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Titans.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Steeler first down.
Here's Samuels. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Roethlisberger will throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Conner. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Again, it'll be Conner. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner able to take this in from a yard out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Shift. Lock. Check 99. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out. And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards. A big play there on 4th.
1st and 10.
After one, a 1-point game. 7-6.
The end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Steelers 7, Titans 6.
On 1st down, Henry. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
On the carry.
On the defensive end, Cameron Sutton with a tackle.
49-yard line.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
A gain of 4.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
A run with Henry on 1st down, but nowhere to go there as he can't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Stevenson.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger hitting Juju on the slant. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
It brings up third down.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
Steelers.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and 8 coming up. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They begin with Henry. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Derrick Henry. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. He's just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. A run with counter on first down, going to get about 5. 2nd and 5 coming up.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Second and 5. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They read zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly. They
come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Open man is Cameron Batson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
4th down.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. Past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
And then goal to go.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll give Henry another shot. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This is caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Ryan Tannehill with a touchdown pass to A.J. Brown. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary?
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster, 75 yards. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On to it on the stop.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
The Titan. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And a busy night for Henry continues. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
On the handoff.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmunds.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, it's Henry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
39-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And it's complete. Henry. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
10 at the 48-yard line.
The 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Tackle made at the 47.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Tannehill. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a gain of 35. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in, but when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Check, check.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. The Titans on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Tannehill. Got a man, and It's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Tannehill now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Steven Nelson. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. 10. 5. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Steelers 16. Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Running to start the drive is Samuels. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Here we go. Let's bring it.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Complete to
Chase Claypool. 46 yards. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score Titans 25, Steelers 23.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A gain of 3, 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Derek trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. About 3 yards there to the 27. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Tannehill on 3rd down. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry from a yard away bowling his way in. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Roethlisberger to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The tackle made.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
At the 22-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offense.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry from a yard away, bowling his way in. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
41. Steelers 23.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Back to Smith-Schuster. This time complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
And a Steeler 1st down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game.
Steelers.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.